Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today I got a really cool package in the mail that I cannot wait to show the contents for. So recently I was actually just going, I think it was even on Facebook. It was either Facebook or it was like one of those promotional emails that you sometimes get. But it was advertising a bundle sale from WizKids for the D&D minis line. And I was kind of intrigued, so I took a look, and I thought what they were offering was a really, really good deal. It's probably like clearance stuff that they want to move and get out. But one of the minis alone I've seen at local game stores here in Nova Scotia, and it tends to retail for close to $100 on its own. And this entire box was $50. $50 US. I think it was like 60 Canadian, something like that. But the price was still really, really good for everything that's in here. So we got a whole bunch of minis. We're going to save the best one for last, but as you can see, like that's a pretty sizable box there. That is the flap open on it. But like I said, there's some really cool stuff, so I'm just going to bring it a little closer so I can actually reach into it here. Now again, they do these bundles, and they are like themed. And this one was themed around undead. And undead are some of my favorite creatures. And there's one in here in particular that I'm really happy to see because I can absolutely use it in a current 5th edition D&D campaign that I'm running, which is the Frost Giant Skeleton. So I am currently running the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign. And the players have already encountered a couple of these, but I'm sure there's going to be some more, or I might try to make sure that there are some more there. But yeah, really, really cool. So the Frost Giant Skeleton. This is one that I'm actually kind of looking forward to trying to paint up here in the very near future and take it to one of my next D&D games that I'm running. But there's a lot more than just that. So they also had a set of crawling claws. So for like, again, to give like Canadian prices, something like this would be probably around $20, like $19.99 for like these size minis. You could get them for maybe $15 or $16.99, but these typically go for $20 on their own. Something like this would go for $8 on its own, but we got the crawling claws there, and there are 3 of them. So we got the 3 different types there, including the one that's leaping through the air. There's also another cool one here. We have an Alep and a Deathlock, not to be confused with Deathclock, one of the greatest fictional bands of all time. But yeah, really, really cool. So we got the Alep there and the Deathlock. So again, some undead that I think I've got a Deathlock mini from the old like 3rd edition minis, but I've never had an Alep mini before, so that's really cool. Let's see, there's also okay, I mean, like I said, I think this was clearance stuff, but there's an ogre zombie that's been stapled back together, so I don't think this was like a return or anything. I think it was just like, whoops. I think it was just, you know, an issue that they had with their stock there. I'm going to be opening it up anyway and probably trying to give it a paint job there, so that's fine. And I think, okay. So again, like a large mini like that would probably be around $12, I think, is the price that I normally see for those. So like 20, 32, 40, so we're already at like $48, and there's still more stuff in here, which is really insane. Like I said, the last one is going to be pretty awesome. There's also something that I'm glad to have another copy of, because now it means that I can open it up and paint it, and that is the Death Tyrant mini. So this is the Death Tyrant paint kit, and the picture online showed it did show the paint kit, but I wasn't entirely sure that it was going to be that in there, because the listing just simply had the Beholder Death Tyrant. And I do have the standalone Death Tyrant mini, in addition to the paint kit already on my shelf here. So I'm just going to probably compare both boxes, and if one of them looks a little better than the other, then, you know, I'll probably open up the less sparkling box for the other one there. And then another thing that seems kind of cool, and it is sealed, so I'm going to have to go get my knife here. So just give me a second. So another thing that's really cool is looks like we got some promo minis. So these are the Icons of the Realms Boneyard Orc Skeleton promo. And it looks like there's 3 skeletons in there. And I think the thing online said there was 11 minis in the whole set. I don't know if we're quite there, to be honest. But we've got 3 here. We got 3 crawling claws. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 10, 11. There's 12 minis, actually. So not bad. But yeah, so the Orc Boneyard promo. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I do have, the only other promo thing I have are like little tin soldiers for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight set, which I have a few of those. But let's go, because I think these are supposed to be the painted ones. Oh, yeah. So there we go. Got the orc there with the shield on his arm. And the sword, the couple with the axes there. One's dual wielding. That's really, really cool. So I might have to keep my eye out for some more of these promo, or some more of these like bundle deals, because this is really, really good. So those are on their own. Would probably be worth to close to $60 on their own, because I think we're up to like 38. And this paint kit I know was about $25 Canadian. So like we're already made more than what I spent on this whole set. But here's the one that really got me. And I'm not going to open it up in this video, but I will do probably a separate opening for it. But it's the Icons of the Realm Adult Blue Dracolich. So this is something that I've seen at like some of the game stores here in the city, I guess not where I live now. And they tend to be around the $100 mark. Some of these I've seen for like $120. Some of them are like at the $100 mark. So there's more than I'd want to spend on a single miniature. But to get all of these things for $60 was really, like, it's really hard to say no to that. So the bundles are totally worth it. I mean, again, it's probably stuff that they're trying to clear out, like it's inventory stock that they're trying to move and get rid of, but that's fine by me. I don't mind waiting in order to actually get, you know, some of these things at a much more affordable price. Like when I was getting into like the 3rd edition, the big dragons that they sold, they were $45 to $50 versus like the $100 now. And I know that's like 20 plus years ago, which is depressing to think of, but still really, really awesome deal. So for like $60 Canadian, I got a Dracolich. I have this Death Tyrant paint kit. I've got the Frost Giant skeleton. I have some really cool orc promo minis, along with an ogre zombie, which is great to have too, an Alep and a Deathlock, and the old crawling claws. So pretty decent for what it is. And you just go on to like the WizKids website, and I think there's even a thing you can search for, like a category for their bundle deals. And yeah, this is just really, really cool. So I'm going to keep my eye out in the future, see if there's any other bundles that catch my attention. Again, Undead are some of my favorite monsters. I use them all the time. And again, I'm actually running a campaign where these guys show up a decent amount. So I'm looking forward to giving that a quick little paint. And I think I might even have all the stuff that I really need, or most of the stuff that I'll need, just from this box set here. So really, really cool stuff. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, have any of you ever picked up a WizKids bundle? If so, which ones did you get? Or what kind of bundle themes would you like to see in the future? Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, take care.